going too fast. I'm taking three.
I'm going for the St. Louis now.
Oh no!
Son of a bitch.
You get your two?
Yeah. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thotgor here, of course, and today I've got two Marblehead videos for you. Yes, the first one was a bit of a heartbreaker. You will see what I mean as the battle progresses here, but it was still a pretty spectacular battle. Still loving the Marblehead, obviously, doing really well in it, and in fact this Marblehead played a pivotal role in getting my Tier 9 Japanese cruiser, the Ibuki. Yes, I've got it now. It is awesome. Well, it looks awesome anyway. Haven't actually taken it out as of yet. The commander, the captain that I want on the Ibuki, is really close to getting another skill points, and he's on the Mogami, so I'm just going to be running him until I get that skill point, then I'll be transferring over to the Ibuki. I'm a cheap bastard. I'm not paying 500 gold, or whatever it costs, to retrain him at 100%. I will pay the 200,000 to get the 50% after the skill point. So that's my strategy there, but I've got the Ibuki sitting in the port. It is lovely. Now, getting into the battle here, so it is on Ocean. I love this map. A lot of people hate it. Still don't know why, but I think this is a great map. And I would love to see more maps like it. And I know that sounds stupid. What are they going to do with it, right? Well, I mean, they could add maybe a little stormier feel to it, as opposed to, I think this is evening, like just going into dusk. Maybe a high noon thing, maybe a morning thing. The sun would just be on the other side. Yes, I know. But you can do more things with this map, and even later in the game, maybe I have no word on this whatsoever, but what if, you know, they took this map because it's so simple and were able to do more weather settings on it, you know, maybe. That would be awesome as well. But anyway, like the map, and here we go. So the plan with this was to stick with the team. Most everyone on the team had said, or rather it was said at the beginning, you know, that we would go south, and so that's kind of where I'm going. I'm sticking pretty, like I'm trying to be on the most extreme edge of the push, so that it'd be closest to the enemies, because the range on the Marblehead is only 12 kilometers, and I want to be able to get in there and get some shots in, specifically on destroyers. I know they only have two, but I wanted to try to at least defend my team somewhat against those destroyers, right, as we're doing this push. So that was the plan. You can see we do have some people in the north who decided to go towards the east side, play a little defense. I mean, people are criticizing them in chat, but I don't think there's any big deal with it. I frankly thought it was a fairly sound idea. If the majority of us are going to push, we obviously need some ships in the back to defend. Maybe they're not in the best position, but at least they're there. That was my position on it. So we're going, and I start seeing enemy ships pop up, right? So here we go. Some destroyers are coming in. That guy, for example. I think it was an... It looks like an isokaze from here, but you know, who knows? Who knows, really? But more importantly, I mean, there is going to be a battleship popping up, right? So I want to pay attention to the battleship, but still get some shots into the destroyer. And you can see, by being on this outer side of the, I guess, the push, the closest side to the enemy, I'm able to actually do what I wanted to do. I'm able to put some shots into some destroyers and make them think twice about maybe coming near us. So yeah, it's kind of working out. The enemy team, as a whole, seems to have gone north all along the east side, and that seems to be their push. But we're looking at the majority of them here too in base, right? So it kind of looks like they're still gathering up. They've got a lot of slow battleships, so you do need to take that into account. But more importantly, I am now shooting at a Phoenix. Yes, there he is here. We're calling this Phoenix Phoenix number 1, alright? Things are going to get a little hectic here pretty quickly, so we just need to establish some things here first. So this guy, Phoenix number 1. I'm not going to, you know, just Phoenix number 1. Whatever his name happens to be, this guy's Phoenix number 1. So I'm putting shots into him. I'm putting high explosive into him, right? But I'm still kind of keeping my distance. Want to I don't want to take any shots, right? I'm aware of the battleship that's right there. I think it's a Wyoming. Aware of this guy, and I don't really want to attract too much attention from him, because in fact, I am only in a Marblehead. The armor, blows in the wind here, so don't want to, become the center of his focus. Even if he's dumb and only shooting high explosive, I still don't want it. But we are kind of making a push. You can see I do have an ally here with me. I'm not sure. I think he's off to the port side of me at this time. And I'm trying to, he's firing in there, so I'm looking at what he's firing at and trying to judge whether or not I want to fire at him. Turns out I don't want to fire at what he's doing. This Wyoming here, yeah, he needs to go. And luckily, the ally that I have with me on the port side, we don't actually see him, you can see him on the mini-map here, he's shooting at him as well. So excellent. Now, with these lower tier battleships, high explosive all the way, when I'm in like a Marblehead, Omaha, what other tier 5s do I have? Well, the other tier 5s I have are actually destroyers, so obviously that's going to be high explosive. But anyway, high explosive in the cruisers, because you're just going to do more damage to these guys than if you were to attempt to use your armor piercing. That's what I found anyway, because you don't really have the big enough caliber guns to do damage with your armor piercing, like get the citadel shots and stuff that you would want, whereas with your high explosive you're going to do good damage because you're going to damage a lot of things on the deck and set up fires, and yeah, it's just the way to go. So I'm just pounding into this guy with high explosive. There's my ally over there, or at least one of them who's in this area with us now, and we're all more or less shooting at the Wyoming. I managed to dodge some torpedoes from the enemy destroyer, which was nice. I never actually did get that guy. But whatever. Unfortunately, our destroyer does go down, but I've got this Miyogi with me here now, so still looking good. I would have liked, obviously, for our destroyer to have taken out this Wyoming right away, but it didn't happen, and I guess it turned out for the best anyway, because more points, more experience, more fires, and more stuff, I guess, for me and the teammates around me, because we're all pummeling this guy. He is just burning away. I love seeing these fires. It's just yeah, look at him burn. I mean, sure, I'm only doing like maybe, I don't know, 1,000 to 1,800 damage every salvo, but that is really adding up over time. And every so often, I'm setting one of those fires and he's trying to put it out, but he can't because his thing is on cooldown now, right? So everything is just stacking against this guy now, and it's really really nice to see. So the final salvo goes in there, and I get the kill. So that's my first kill. Excellent. There's Phoenix number 1. He's back. So at this point in time, you can see I just switch over to armor piercing. I finally, I'm looking around, and I know that previous to my engagement here with the Wyoming, there was a lot of enemy battleships in here, but more importantly, there were a lot of cruisers, right? And a lot of those cruisers were Phoenixes and Omahas. So I'm switching to armor piercing because I'm going to start racking up damage and citadels. That's what I'm doing. I'm feeling pretty good about our push down here into their base, or at least their cap point, I suppose. But if you look at ours, it's not really that well defended. Those who did stay back, they're gone. There's only a few of them left, maybe only one of them left. Our carrier is up there trying to do anything at all to prevent stuff, so he's doing a pretty good job, but I really wish really wish it would have turned out differently, but whatever. So shooting armor piercing, and I'm trying to range in on this guy here, being fairly slippery. Phoenix number 1, he is going to be the last kill I get, actually. So enter in, I think this is Phoenix number 2. So we're putting shots into this guy. We want to get him gone, and armor piercing is still loaded. Again, if you're going to be shooting armor piercing at these lower tiers, you want to do it at the cruisers. Look at that. Just a few citadel shots, no big deal. Phoenix number 2 is going to go down real quick here. This guy didn't know what he was walking into, and now he's gone. So Phoenix number 2 gone. Enter in, I think this is Omaha number 1, yes. Up to 2 kills now, still shooting armor piercing. Omaha number 1 has, again, no idea what he's walked into. And he's gone. Excellent. There is, I think this is Phoenix number 1 once again. Yes. He's back. So putting some more shots into that guy. Doing some pretty good damage on him. No big deal here. More Citadel shots. I think I'm up to 3 kills now. Phoenix number 1 isn't going to really have any of this, so he's kind of turning away and dodging my shots now, and I'm still putting shots into him, but actively looking around, right, seeing what else is coming in, what other threats exist to us. Well, there's this guy here. This is Omaha number 2. Yes. Some more shots into this guy immediately. Phoenix number 1 can go have his fun, whatever the hell he's doing up there. Omaha number 2 needs to go down now, and I'm feeling pretty lucky. Really tasting that 4th kill. But again, I mean, you can see they're capping our cap point, right? And we're barely doing anything to their cap point. In fact, I'm coming to a full stop because I didn't want to lose the points I had, but it doesn't matter anyway. I don't know. Omaha number 2 is gone. There's 4 kills, but it's still not looking good for the team. I mean, I can keep pounding away at these people all day long, racking up the kills, but it's, not at the end of the day, it's not going to amount to anything if we don't win the battle. Enter Phoenix number 1 again. This son of a bitch. Really wanted to get this guy gone before we lose this battle. Yes, we are going to lose. It's really sad. But it's fairly intense. That was a really nice salvo into Phoenix number 1 here, and just really need to finish it up, I guess. God. I mean, I could have went on. I've got lots of health. I've got my high explosive ready to go. Phoenix 1 is gone, but unfortunately, just can't do it. But still, what a game, right? What a game that was. 5 kills, pretty great. 296,000 credits, not bad at all. I think it's 9 Citadels I got, over 100 hits, criticals, fires. Oh, it was great. Obviously, I'm top of the team overall. What surprised me, though, is I was top of everyone in this battle. The enemy won it so quick that they didn't have enough time to really dish out a whole lot of damage, and the damage that they did do was spread amongst themselves. So I'm really surprised. We're looking at about 94,000 damage that I managed to get there in that battle, which was, yeah, interesting enough. I think actually this was a draw, wasn't it? I don't know. I can't remember the outcome now. We looked at it. I know it was 3 seconds ago, but I can't remember. Oh, it's terrible, Thotgor. Can't remember anything. Oh well, whatever. I thought it was a pretty good battle. Fairly tense. Couldn't pull it off, but whatever. Then I think this might have been just a few battles later. I had this in the Marblehead once again. Keeping in mind, right? Again, I'm trying to get credits for the Ubuki, and I do have it. The Ubuki's in the port. It's great, but. In the Marblehead here, once again, we're on hotspot, and the plan for this was to, if there was a B point right in the center of this map, I would want to be on the southern edge of that B point, going along those islands, covering the destroyers that would be capping the B point. When there's no B point here, it's more or less a toss-up. When I'm in a destroyer, I do like going along those islands and trying to pick off some people real quick, like say another enemy destroyer or a cruiser who, just lost touch with reality. But in my cruisers, I'll be on the other side of the island supporting the destroyers while they do that, hopefully, if the destroyers are actually doing that. So, that's the plan here. That's what I'm going for, and hoping that the team is here to support me, because again, only in a Marblehead, can't really take a whole lot of hits. It's just not going to happen. So we do have some enemies popping up, and you can see I do have a destroyer here in front of me. I don't know what he was doing. Sure, it's a low tier destroyer, so the reload time on it is really quick. And you can make the argument that it's area deniement. If there is an enemy destroyer over there, they won't be able to be on that side of the cap in that area at that time. But I kind of see it as a waste, and a bad habit, I guess, is more what I want, because you can do it at these lower tiers and get away with stuff like that. But at the later tiers, if you do something like that and there are say enemy planes in the air, they will know that you are there. Yeah, all they have to do is follow your torpedoes back, and they're in the general vicinity of where you are, and depending on the story you have, what the detection range is from aircraft, they might find you. But anyway, armor piercing is loaded once again. We do have another enemy off well, I guess what is this? Port side, yes, off the port side, and we're shooting into them. Some destroyers do pop up though, so I want to take advantage of them being there and be able to get the kills. So quickly switching back to high explosive. That's what you got to kill destroyers with, high explosive. So putting shots into this guy, and that was an excellent hit. 5 hits, 1 critical, and most of his health is gone, so not too shabby at all. He did launch some torpedoes off, but I'm not really concerned with the torpedoes. Fairly far away from him, and I'm going to be easily able to dodge these. Another destroyer pops up here, so well, we got to give him some good news, say hello to our new friend, and I guess introduce him to the party. So going back to the original destroyer there, putting some more shots into him just before he popped out, and lining up on this destroyer now here. So do get some shots out onto him. More damage done, that was excellent, and this unfortunate soul beaches himself. Yes. So swinging my ship around to get all my turrets that I possibly can get on him, and just pumping shots into this guy now. Blam. First kill, first blood. Excellent. I can always use more Zulu flags. They're really awesome, especially at the higher tiers. Help you get more money and offset those terrible repair costs. So that guy's gone now, and there's another destroyer. High explosive is still loaded, so why not line up on this guy, try to put a few more shots into him. Nothing really certain there, but I do have some friendly destroyers here, and I want to help support these guys, right? Again, all about team support at this time. There's an enemy, not sure if it's Phoenix or Omaha, but it's of that class of cruiser, so we are going to queue up the armor piercing. See what more citadels and big damage we can do to this guy. Maybe get him gone, help the team out a little, who knows. Lining up on that guy, but still being aware of the destroyers that are around. I mean, there are still 2 destroyers. There's one there, need to be aware of that guy, and I think the other guy is over off in that distance. So I'm going to put more armor piercing into that cruiser, but now high explosive is queued up. Unfortunately, my ally did go down there. Yeah, whatever, but I'm going to avenge his death. No big deal here, right? This was unfortunate, wasn't it? Unfortunate, yeah. But I think it saved, potentially saved both of us. So that's how I look at it. No big deal. We both survive, and the enemy is dead, right? That's the main thing. There's the last enemy destroyer. He rears his ugly head once again, so I put some high explosive shots into him. Rather, those were armor piercing, I think, maybe. Not sure, whatever. Did some good damage to him. Armor piercing is in the barrels at this time, though, so yeah, we're gonna have to find something to shoot these guns at here. Maybe the destroyer, I'm not sure. I mean, I will shoot armor piercing at the destroyer if I have to, but no. This guy... he thinks he's all that. So we're gonna just bring him back down to reality here. Just let him know what's going on, the mistakes that he has made. I do have some allies with me here, of course, so this is nice as well. You really want your allies with you, and I get the kill. That's my second kill. But the allies, not only is it nice to have the supporting fire, but because a lot of people play this game in a selfish point of view, and that's fine, I can understand it. And by selfish, I mean, I want the kills, more kills, me, you took my kill, and all that stuff, and I can understand it. But when there's, from a selfish point of view, when you're cruising around with your allies like this, third kill, it's more ships to absorb shots for you guys, right? And you can look at that from a selfish standpoint, and maybe, if you do, it might encourage people to start playing in little groups like this. From the point of view that you can try and get as many kills as you want, but you have the maximum chance of staying alive if there's more ships around to take shots for you. So, yeah, maybe it'll lead to change, who knows. But riding on the third kill now, the team is doing really well, right? We've got this battle in the bag, more or less, at this point in time. We've got armor piercing loaded once again because we do have another, maybe Phoenix, Omaha, same cruiser of that class off in the distance and in our sights. So we're putting shots into that guy, just trying to do more damage, seeing what we can get done here. And you can see in this battle, all I did was for the most part stay along these islands like I said I wanted to do. I didn't involve myself in any crazy half-cock pushes and offensives into their base or into their cap or up one side, and try and take on a bunch of ships at once. No. I'm just going back and forth for the most part. Just putting shots into whatever I can do, whatever's in my range, and trying to kill them as much as possible. And playing it really effectively. This guy is still here, still sort of not really pain in my side. I mean, yeah, you can see incoming shots, but for the most part, he really doesn't get that many hits. Yeah, see. But I'm really getting some nice hits on him with the armor-piercing shells. It isn't too bad at all. Oh, good stuff. But yeah. That's sort of what you want to try and do when you can, when the team is affording you that ability to do it, right? Is to sort of just ride up and down the middle sort of line, or the middle battle line, I guess, as well, if you will. Rack up kills, shoot at what you can. It's gonna work out for you. You're gonna have a good time. Yes, that guy's gone. And one of the teammates got it. I mean, and that was a nice kill. We were all focusing on him. So whoever got it, it's just going to be luck, whoever got it. I got some... I'm going to call that a nice dodge. I know I took heavy damage, but it could have been worse. If he would have hit me with a few more of those shots that I managed to dodge, I probably would have been dead. So this, what is it here? I think I wrote it down. No, I did not. Great. I think it's a Wyoming. This Wyoming here is in front of me. Yeah, it is. I think it's 6 turrets on that guy. So he's in front of me. We've got the whole team here. Well, members of the team here with me. So we're all going to be focusing in. I'm really counting on the Congo right there. That's off to the port side of me to help out. I'm not going to be able to take many shots, so I'm trying to scoot behind this island and get as many shots into him as I can. Again, high explosive is loaded because that's what I'm going to be doing the most damage with when shooting at this type of target at this tier. So high explosive, loaded up, ready to go, setting fires when I can. So he's already used his repair at this point, right? I'm pretty sure, because he put out the fire that it originally set, so set him on fire again. Why the hell not? And just continually putting shots. Get a nice Confederate here, which is awesome, right? Always love getting that medal because I can use boost XP at any point in time. And this guy is going down. There he goes, 4 kills, match over, and we've won. So a little bit of justice here after that first battle I had where 5 kills and just couldn't pull it off. But here, there we go. 241,000, first blood and Confederate. Top of the team overall, which was nice. Much better than, again, overall did the best out of all the players, which was surprising. Damage done and whatnot as well, which is great. So thanks so much for taking the time, watching the video through today. Leave a comment if you've got anything to say. Love to hear it, and you'll get a comment back from me, of course. Hit the old like button, hit subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much again for sticking around, watching the video through, and as always, I do hope you enjoy the rest of your day.